Ryan, how you feeling, champ?
Good. RollyRomero, the win.
Top was into the fight. Low action.
Well, that's what he thinks about that fight. It put him to sleep. Right here.
Mike, rematch? Mike, do you want to see a rematch?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Reaction, Bob. What do you think about that Rolly win?
He deserved it. You know, Ryan just wasn't active enough. Rolly was landing more punches. There wasn't really a whole lot to go off of, but Rolly was more fair.
Are you like surprised by the dub? No. You thought Rolly could pull it off?
I didn't know who was gonna win. If I'm being, I thought it was gonna end in a knockout by either way. But I didn't know who won. I'm surprised that it went to the distance.
Yo, Rolly, you shocked the world, or you did what you said you were gonna do? Rolly, come on, it's Fight Hype. You know we support you, G. Just give us something. How you feel right now, Rolly?
Hey Brian, they canceling the face-off. They try to kick us out. They canceling the face-off. You gotta pick it up, Brian.
This is round.
As they got, yeah. I feel like I like the way Rolly took his time. He picked his shots and stuff like that. You know, that was my take of the whole night. You know, that was the best part of the night. Just watching Rolly take his time, pick his shots. You know, he was strong for sure. You know, but we knew that.
Was it the layoff, you think? The year layoff? He wasn't active?
I don't know.
Or he just doesn't want it?
I don't know what it is. I can't say. You know, I wasn't in his camp or nothing like that. But you know, it could be a few things. You know, some people say it was a PEDs. So you know.
What's up, man? What you think about Rolly winning this fight?
Rolly smashed it. Ryan was cooked, bro. He stuck up the
Coming through. Were you shocked when he got dropped?
Good job, coming through.
This kind of environment, like sometimes it can just, I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean,
Flabbergasted?
Ryan and Devin just dropped the bag like the biggest bag drop you've ever seen. I mean, you know, tonight was going to be those two in the ring facing off for the big rematch.
It's done?
Done. Can't believe it.
Is it Rolly versus Devin next?
About it. I mean, but listen, props to Rolly, but Ryan just didn't turn up at all.
You know, the whole politics behind Rolly's not fighting for a while and still becoming a world champion. It just doesn't make sense to me. And I like Rolly's. He's actually a really nice guy. I like him. You know, he's a self-proclaimed you know, fighter promoter. You know.
And you enjoyed the fight?
All right. What do you look? I mean, these were strange fights. A couple of them, you know. But it was great to be back doing blow by blow.
You know, sad short shot for RyanGarcia, but hey, look, you know, don't overlook anybody. And you know, I think Rolly had a great game plan. He listened to his team very well. You know, and before he went to the event, my father told him, just keep your right hand up the whole night, you know, and that's it, you'll win the fight. And he did that, and he looked great.
Give me your round prediction for RyanGarcia versus RollyRomero.
No, look, it's a short, sweet fight. I like that fight in less than 5 rounds.
Less than 5 rounds?
Yeah.
Mike, Rolly or Ryan? Rolly or Ryan?
I like both of them.
You like both of them?
Good fight.
Canelo Alvarez has confidently predicted that RyanGarcia will defeat RollyRomero by knockout in their highly anticipated fight in a recent interview with FightHub TV. When asked about the upcoming bout, Canelo didn't hesitate. He said he's going to win by knockout, making it clear that he sees Garcia as the superior fighter and expects him to end the match inside the distance. Canelo's comment wasn't vague or cautious. It was direct and full of certainty. That level of confidence from a champion like Canelo adds weight to Garcia's already strong position heading into this fight. Interview 2. This prediction isn't coming out of nowhere. most boxing analysts and fans seem to agree with Canelo. RyanGarcia is widely recognized as the better boxer compared to RollyRomero. To many, Garcia has elite hand speed, sharp reflexes, and a deadly left hook that has ended many of his fights. He's explosive and knows how to find the right opening at the right time. Give me your round. Prediction for RyanGarcia versus RollyRomero. No, it's a short, sweet fight. I like that fight in less than 5 rounds. Less than 5 rounds, on the other hand, RollyRomero has had a harder road lately. He suffered high-profile knockout losses to Gervonta Davis and Isaac Cruz, which raised serious questions about his ability to deal with top-level opponents. While he does have power and aggression, his technique and defense haven't improved much, and that could be a major issue against someone as fast and precise as Garcia. Interview 3. Timo Lopez, who is fighting on the same card and defending his WBO super lightweight world title against Arnold Barbosa, also gave his thoughts on the Garcia versus Romero fight. Speaking to Little Giant Boxing, Lopez said, I got Ryan Garcia. He pointed to Romero's inactivity and the damage he's taken in previous fights. Lopez thinks that being stopped the way Romero has in the past makes him vulnerable again. And even though Romero may be switching trainers or trying to improve it, might not be enough to deal with someone like Garcia. Interview 4. But Lopez also added a word of caution. He said that Romero's punching power is real, and according to Lopez, Rolly's punches were among the hardest Gervonta Davis has ever felt. So Garcia can't afford to get careless. Lopez expects Garcia to win, but he emphasized that the danger will be there as long as Romero is still standing. Interview 5. Former world champion Mikey Garcia also shared his prediction and backed Ryan Garcia to win by knockout in his interview with Little Giant. Boxing Mikey made it clear that he sees Ryan as the stronger and more talented fighter. He said, I think Ryan wins, I think it catches him and stops him, which aligns with what others have been saying. Interview 6. However, he also warned that as long as the fight is going, Romero will be in it. Romero is known for always coming forward, throwing wild punches and being aggressive. That chaotic style could still give Garcia trouble if he's not focused for every second of the fight. Shaker Stevenson also sees it, the same way he also predicted a knockout win for Garcia in comments captured by Boxing 247. Stevenson said, Ryan will win Rally. Isn't that good? Ryan is a better boxer. He acknowledged that Romero might survive for a few rounds and mentioned that the fight could last up to 6 rounds before Garcia finishes it. Stevenson's assessment is that Romero hasn't changed much over his career. He sees him as the same fighter. He's always been aggressive, unpolished, and wild. Meanwhile, Stevenson thinks Garcia is just too good in terms of boxing skills. Interview 7. Abel Sanchez, well known for working with fighters like Gennady Golovkin, didn't hold back in his breakdown. Sanchez told FightHub TV that Garcia's size and physicality are going to play a major role. According to Sanchez, Garcia is bigger, stronger, faster, and hits harder. He thinks Garcia just has too much in terms of tools, and Romero hasn't evolved in his last few fights. Sanchez went as far as to say that Romero is still the same guy, which implies he hasn't improved tactically. Or technically, Sanchez doesn't believe Romero's current trainer Ismael Sales can make enough of a difference. In time, his prediction is also a knockout for Garcia, possibly in 6 or 7 rounds. Romero, for his part, is not backing Interview 8. In an interview with The Ring magazine, Romero said he doesn't care that people are already talking about a rematch between RyanGarcia and Devin Haney. In fact, he sees that talk as disrespectful and motivation to ruin those plans. Romero said, I don't care. They can do the rematch after me. I'll beat Ryan up and they can do the rematch. He's aware that he's being overlooked and seems to be using that as fuel. He insists that Garcia is in for a beating, just like Devin Haney was. Romero is not worried about the public perception. He just wants to go in there and wreck the script. View 9. Isaac Pitbull Cruz, who handed Romero one of his knockout losses, said he's not even slightly concerned about the outcome of the fight, speaking with FightHub TV. Cruz dismissed the fight as more interesting for its trash talk than for its actual boxing content. He said, "It's just that it's more attractive in conferences than in the ring." Cruz seems to believe that both fighters are relying too much on one big punch and that the actual fight may not live up to the hype. He didn't offer a prediction but made it clear he's not impressed with either man. Interview 10 Raises Prograis also gave his opinion in a conversation with Mill City Boxing. Prograis leans slightly toward RyanGarcia. He acknowledged that both fighters are wild and have power, but he favors Garcia's experience in big fights and his stardom. He said Ryan can land hard punches, and so can Rolly. I'd say Ryan. But I don't know if you saw the sparring. Rally was beating Ryan up in the gym, this reference to past sparring sessions adds a layer of intrigue to him. Anything can happen when the punches start flying. Progra ultimately said he would favor Garcia, but admitted that Romero could make it difficult with his unpredictable style. All right, I think a lot of people are here to see you. Of course, RyanGarcia, one of the biggest stars in all of boxing, you're going to be fighting at a career-high 147 lbs. We know how big you are. How much better are you feeling right now? Much better, you. No. This is the weight class I belong in. This is the one I feel the most comfortable. So excited to start my journey at 147. And this is going to be your first fight in a year. You had the layoff. Was that layoff good for you? Oh yeah, but inactivity is the worst thing you have in your career. But still, even with almost everyone picking RyanGarcia, the danger of RollyRomero cannot be completely dismissed. One clean punch can change everything, and that's what makes this fight compelling. Garcia has the momentum, the skills, and the backing of some of the biggest names in boxing. But RollyRomero has the unpredictability and the power to spoil it all. How do you see it? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates.